Oh boy. Oh boy. We back. I gotta make sure I don't look too crazy for this Asian chick coming by me. Oh boy. We back. And we back where it all started. Where we usually are. The motherfucking car. Now. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Broadway. If you've been watching the channel for the past few videos, I've gotten the production up a little bit. Got official setup. Some official editing shit. And we're sort of legit. Now. We're back to the amateur style. Dame, what is it? The dude that was reviewing Five Guys, burgers and fries. What was it? Dame Dash, something like that. Dame drops. Damn. That is how I feel about this piece of hardware right here. I've had this thing for about 6 months, maybe a little longer. Don't quote me on that. Around half a year. I'm gonna say that. The Nintendo Switch 2. Never thought I'd get it. Why? Because I don't give a shit about Nintendo. In general. Not like, I don't think they make bad games. I don't think they make bad hardware. It's just simply put, their games and hardware simply ain't for me. Just was never my cup of tea. But you grow up, all right? The last piece of Nintendo hardware I had was the Game Boy Advance. Not the flat one, the flip one. So what was that, the SE? I think that's what it's called. The Game Boy Advance SE, SP, whatever. The one that flipped. Had a 3DS for about a week. Pretty sure I pissed my dad off because I told him to take it back. I didn't like it. What can I say? But the Nintendo Switch 2. I gotta say. Originally, this was for my son. But he's kind of gotten into more like Xbox nowadays. You know. Which is fine. I'm a console dude. I get it. PlayStation, Xbox, I love them. I get it. But this was meant to be for him. Because I was mainly getting tired of him playing games like GTA and just doing a bunch of, it's been 3 minutes, just doing a bunch of bullshit. Like not doing anything that's really stretching the brain, making him use his imagination. Like no real encounters that's, testing his motor functioning skills and abilities, all that shit. So I wanted to get him like this so I could get him things like Mario, Metroidvanias, pretty much any type of Nintendo first party IP that is kid friendly but challenging and rewarding enough to, stretch the mind a little bit and actually get it working instead of just him going into an open world and Grand Theft Auto and, just bullshitting the entire time in there. But he ended up getting into some stuff on the Xbox that I didn't mind him playing as much, so. And at the same time, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I fell in love with this thing, man. I loved it. And let me tell you guys something right now. This is not a tech channel. This is no tech review channel, okay? So, I know this thing has 256 gigabytes of memory. What was it, 12, 24, some shit like that gigs of RAM. It uses DLSS for upscaling. That's why Resident Evil Requiem looks so fucking good on it. And yeah, man, let me just start out with why I got this thing in general. Like I said, it was for my son, but I don't have it anymore But I used to drive an electric car. At the moment, while I get my music and content creation rolling and whatnot, I'm just Ubering right now. I do rideshare, not in a personal car. I rent one, but that's what I do right now. You know, it's enough for me to save up, live comfortably, and still be able to create my own schedule and do the shit that I want to do. And for about a year, I had an electric car. And about halfway through that, that's when I got to switch. Because it was really like, I'm getting tired of sitting here watching YouTube videos and things that don't distract me enough, if I'm being honest, while I'm sitting in the car for 45 minutes plus waiting for it to charge. That's where this thing came in. That's where it came in. I picked it up November, probably like late October, early November-ish. Right around when Hollow Knight Silksong came out. Right around when that came out. And I mainly got it for that sole reason. That sole purpose of it just having something to entertain me while I was letting the car charge. And especially during the wintertime. You guys know, anybody else who's got an electric car out there or knows somebody with an electric car and you've had to sit with them while it charges, when the winter time comes around, you ain't got a home charger. Like me, I live in an apartment. I couldn't charge the bitch at home. I had to go out and charge it. You go out, it's cold as shit. You go from 30 minutes, 45 minutes of a charge to sitting in that bitch for about 2 hours. So, you know, if you didn't want to go out somewhere and eat or like window shop for 2 hours, then your best bet was sitting in the car watching YouTube, reading a book, or doing what I ended up doing and buying a fucking Switch or any type of handheld, you know, hardware that there is out there, like an Xbox Ally, whatever. But damn, I love this thing. I love this thing to a T. I get, you know, I don't follow them too much, but Nintendo, they got a lot of history with, you know, non-consumer practice shit. You can see it right now. You know, I'm not gonna turn on the Wi-Fi hotspot because then I have to stop the video, and I don't feel like I'm gonna have to go back in and edit later anyway, you know. But yeah, man, I fucking love this thing. And I ended up deleting a couple of the games. Let me see if I can actually look at my virtual game cards without connecting online. I don't think I can. Oh no, I can. Okay, cool. But here are the games I've got so far. And mind you, I think the only game I've straight up paid for full price, I don't count Silksong, that's only $20 full price. But when I mean full price, I mean like a AAA, like high price game. Like the only game on this system so far that I've paid straight up full price for, like more than $50, is Metroid Dread. But look, I got Darksiders Genesis, I got Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Hades. I'm gonna get Hades 2 soon. I deleted this as soon as I got done playing like 10 minutes of it, but Doom Eternal runs pretty damn well on the Switch 2. And apparently on the Switch 1 as well, but pretty damn good on the Switch 2. Handheld, mind you, handheld. Right now, I'm talking everything handheld, okay? I will let you know when I'm talking about docked, but right now I'm strictly just talking about the handheld because this is what I got the shit for, you know? But I wanted to get Mortal Kombat 1 on it, just, you know, to see. I usually play that on the Series X, but I wanted to see that. House of the Dead remake, love that. Played that with the kid with the Joy-Cons, that was fun. Blasphemous 1 and 2. This game disappointed me. I'm not gonna be playing this again. The Pac-Man Shadow Labyrinth. Look, let me just get this out the way. Not reviewing this game, I'm just gonna say this right here. Hollow Knight Silksong was my first, my first Hollow Knight experience. I didn't play the first one. I did for like 30 minutes to an hour on the Xbox, but this is another reason why I love this thing right here. Because games like Hollow Knight, Metroid, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, like any like side scroller, any type of beat 'em up. I just don't. When I played those types of games, they were on my Game Boy, they were on my Dreamcast. It was on these older consoles that, just I wanted to see how Doom Eternal played on the Switch 2, but I'm never going to actually fully fledged, like, play the whole thing. Which I'm going to kind of contradict myself here in a little bit with another game that typically I would only play on a, like, traditional console. But, like, with Resident Evil Requiem, look, in about a few weeks, I've got a PS5 Pro on layaway. I found one at a pawn shop for like $475. All right, them things are like $800. That bitch was half off, essentially. I could not let that thing go unscathed. I had to put that bitch on layaway. But like typically Resident Evil Requiem, that's a game I would have waited until I got the PS5 down the line. But two things: I was way too excited about Requiem to wait, and number two, it just looked too damn good on the Switch. It genuinely does. Now, can you tell it's a mocked down version of the game? It looks, it don't look nothing like the PS5 Pro or the, Series X or a PC version of the game. No, it does not. But, the fact that for 90% of Resident Evil Requiem, playing it, at home, docked, it looks damn good handheld too, I must say. Like, the game looks really good handheld. I might boot that up. I'm gonna boot up a couple of things on here and just kind of show you guys here. But like Requiem, it was completely passable on the Switch 2. Ran great, it runs great. Like, not speaking past tense, but it runs great, it looks great, and I'm a graphics guy. I love my graphics. They don't sell a game. I'm gameplay too. But, if the graphics weren't as good as they actually are on the Switch 2 right now, then I would have waited. But it was that good. It was passable. It was perfectly passable. Yeah, perfectly fine. But yeah, man. You got to remember too, like, this is coming from a guy whose last Nintendo hardware was a Game Boy, and my last handheld device in general was a PSP. Not even the Vita. I didn't have a PSP Vita. I'm talking about the PSP. Like, the screen was so fragile, you flicked it, you dropped it a few inches, that shit was breaking. Like, that PSP, the old one. Monster Hunter Freedom, SOCOM was still existing, around, like PSP. That's what I'm talking about. But oh man, I love it, man. Dock, like I said, docked is good. There's part of me sometimes I kind of like prefer sticking to the handheld with some of these games. Like Hollow Knight. Like, I prefer playing like Hollow Knight on the handheld. It just feels, I don't know, something about it feels better, looks better. And I got an OLED too. Like, there's just something about it. It just feels better on the OLED sometimes. Like Ori and the Blind Forest. Let me just go ahead and start this up, and we ready to start system. This thing's an update? Do I need to update everything to be able to play something? Okay, apparently I need to update. Oh, no, I can just start the software. Okay, sick, good. I can at least, I wanted to be able to show, something on the Switch 2 handheld being shown off. Probably won't look too good for y'all because face cam for one, and it's daytime. I don't know how this is really gonna work. But I might just kind of bring it over to me, see how it looks from that side. We back! Small little edit. Put y'all up on the chair. I don't know how well y'all can see. But yeah, man, this shit looks good. It might not be that translatable for y'all, but I can assure you that goddamn this game looks good. I promise you. But yeah, man, this shit on the Switch, Ori and the Blind Forest, the first one. Haven't tried the second one yet. But this game is old as dick. And it looks better than it looks better and runs better than some of the fucking newer games that are on the Switch too. You know, explain that to me. You know, I don't get it. Shit, oh! How about that? Oh! This shit looks good. Oh! Yeah, I'll definitely do a longer vid when I get home, extending this, you know, but you guys couldn't really see that. I hate it. I hate that you couldn't really see it that well, but bro, the game looks good, man. Like I said, you can't really. I'm in a terrible spot because anywhere I can't jump up there and I can't go this way because I'll just die. But yeah, man, I'm so glad I got this. And it makes me even more excited now because I'm not going to have to sit here and be in a position a few months from now when FromSoft releases like the Dusk Bloods. You know, I thought I was going to be in a position where I was going to have to just enjoy that from a consumer perspective on YouTube and just be watching. But now I get to play it. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It's going to be good. We're going to have ourselves a good old time with that. But, shit, man. I don't know if I really want to continue. I don't know if I really want to do more of a review when I get home. I really don't. All I can tell you is I love my Switch 2. Okay? I have not gotten any first-party Nintendo games yet. Why? Because they refuse to put them bitches on sale. And even when they are on sale, it's still too much for your boy mostly. Okay? Like Donkey Kong Bonanza is $80. $80! Nintendo! What the fuck are you doing? $80? Make Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you. So you can say. So you can say. We're back over here, goddammit. Look at this. Look. Look. Resident Evil Requiem. $70. Alright, I paid full price for that. Fine. Metroid Dread. It's about $40, $50. Alright? Full price. Fine. 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 Whatever. But all these other fucking games, Nintendo. Look. Let's just start with this bottom row. I remember how much all these things cost too. Let's just start with this bottom row. Darksiders Genesis. Prince of Persia The Lost Crown. Hades. Doom Eternal. Silksong. You wanna know how much all 5 of these games cost me? Let's see here. Silksong, $20. Eternal, when it was on sale, $5. $5. Hades. How much was Hades, y'all? $10. $10. Alright, so what we got? 20. 5. 35. How much was Prince of Persia The Lost Crown? About $15. Alright, so what we got? 20. 25. 35. About 50. 50. 45, 50. 50. Darksiders Genesis. $10. $60 for 5 games. Let's go up to the next row. Even with Metroid Dread, we'll keep Metroid Dread. $40. All right, $40. Mortal Kombat 1, with all the DLC. You want to know how much that was? $7. $7. I don't give a fuck if most of y'all don't like Mortal Kombat 1. $7. $7. Now, 47. How much was House of the Dead? $2. Round that up. 30. Blasphemous 1 and 2 bundle sale. Guess how much that was? $10. Alright? Look. Metroid Dread. 40. Mortal Kombat 1. How much I say? About $10. $10. 40. 50. House of the Dead. House of the Dead. $3. So what we at? We at $50 right now. Blasphemous 1 and 2, $10. $60 right now. Shadow Labyrinth, Nintendo Switch 2 edition, was about $20, I think. 15, 20, something like that. Maybe even less. I think I may be generous with that. Still, barely cracking $60. Barely cracking $60, $70. Let's go up to the last row. Let's just completely wipe out Requiem. Most of these games I got when I first bought the console. So, Monster Hunter Rise. I got Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak for a whopping $10. $10. Inside, guess how much I got Inside for? $2. Hollow Knight, guess how much I got that for? About $15. Okay? So, 10, 15, 25, 27. Rocket League, free. Fall Guys, free. You got $27. Okay? Most of these games, all these except for 2, Resident Evil and Metroid Dread, fair enough. Cost me about $110, $120 combined. But all these other fucking games, man, barely cost me over $100. Barely. Barely over $120. All these fucking games. And you want me to spend what I spent on about 9, 10 games on one game? And I get it. I did that with Resident Evil. But god damn it, that's Resident Evil. I genuinely don't know if I can excuse spending $80 for Donkey Kong. Genuinely, I don't know. I heard the game was great. I heard the ending was amazing. But $80? Let's do taxes. $85 for a Donkey Kong game? Are we sure about that? I'm like the Omni-Man meme. Are you sure? Like, are you sure? You sure? Are you sure? Surely a Donkey Kong game would never be above $80, right? First of all, I am right. And don't call me Shirley. Like, really? Really? $80. Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me fucked up. Let's start this software up, shall we? We're gonna do one more. I'm gonna show off some Resident Evil. That's about it. I'm gonna show off some RE9. That's about it. So, bring this up here. That RE engine, baby, it be cooking. I'm not gonna go into my regular playthrough that me and my mama going in. I'm gonna just show you guys. Yep. My second save. My third person save, where I go through Grace's section in third person view. Alright? I'm gonna just bring up that one. See if I can get close enough so y'all can actually get a good goddamn view of this shit. Well, we're still in first person. But God, look at this shit, yo! I feel like Tuco! God damn, man, look at that look! Let me bring it out. Let me bring it out to third person. Do you see that? Let's go down here to Emily. Oh, wait. Well, let's skip this cutscene. I didn't want to watch it. Sorry. But man, look at that. All the fucking glares and shit. You just see my ugly mug in it. But yeah, man. Like, it's a pretty good, like, 50 to 60 frames, it feels like. Looks good, feels good, sounds good. Come on, man, look at that shit, look! Look at that DLSS working its ass off! Not no DLSS 5 either. Don't put that shit in my Switch 2. Don't you put that shit in my Switch 2, Nintendo. Don't you do it. That AI looking shit. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. We're gonna stop it right there, though. We're gonna stop it right there. Move you guys back over here for a quick jiffy. And yeah, man, I love my Switch 2. I can't help it. All right. You had me feeling like Tuco at some points. I really had to let y'all see what I was seeing. And y'all still really couldn't see what I was seeing because of the glares. And because, you know, YouTube. YouTube is just gonna do its thing, and I can't help that. But I'm gonna put that thing in sleep mode. I'm gonna wipe off the spit I lobbed at it at my screen. And we're gonna say bye. I appreciate you guys for joining me back in the car for another one of our OG times. This is where I usually am, but you're gonna see a better output of videos. You're gonna see better quality videos, and let's just hope it keeps going. Consistency is the key. All right, be safe, keep faith, and keep pace out there, brothers. I messed it up, but all three of those things. It's a wicked world we're living in right now. Be safe, keep pace, and have faith out there, y'all. It's been your boy Broadway, over here on Gaming on Broadway. And I'll catch y'all on the flip. Peace!